Hello everybody, thank you for coming by. I'm here to do actually a teaching spread for the Divine Masculine. I did one yesterday for Divine Feminine, so I'm going to do the intro a little bit differently. If you're interested, I'll link the Divine Feminine reading in the box below, and you can get more of a description of how the read works. But for Divine Masculine, I'm going to cover a little bit of a different angle on this spread. This is a spread you can use at home. I like to do these readings every 2 weeks or so in conjunction with the moon cycle. Reason being is that it's very important when we're manifesting, especially with a new moon, which we have a new moon coming up on the 14th of October, new moon in Libra, kicking off eclipse season. It's going to be quite the October astrologically. Of course, I'll have lots of videos on that. But for Divine Masculine here, we're checking in because the energy that we sit in is very, very key in terms of manifestation. In my opinion, it's not so much about what we think or what we will, what we wish for, but more the attracting energy that we're sitting in. This spread is designed for us to check in on where we're at. So I'm both going to demonstrate the spread and do a collective reading for Divine Masculine. Of course, that has nothing to do with male or female. As we know, every living thing on earth has Divine Masculine and Feminine energy within it. And it's often about the balance of those opposing energies, right? So whether you're doing this spread for your internal Divine Masculine balance, or it can appear external in somebody else around you. So what I like to do is start off, of course, with the Emperor up top, Divine Masculine. Now, the Emperor is the balance of all four kings. Below, we have all four kings. We have the King of Fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is the first step in ascension towards Emperor energy. Fire King here controls the impulses, the passion, the magnetism, the drive, and the ego. So the first lesson we learn is in balancing and conquering our own ego in terms of how it can lead us astray and how it can lead us to either be manipulated through our ego or to use it to manipulate other people. The King of Wands is all about balanced integrity. He can trust himself to follow his heart and his passion because the enlightenment has come from there. It takes a long time to master the ego, for sure, to make sure that where you're coming from is a place of balanced magnetism, rather than using that potentially as a weapon against ourselves or against other people. The King of Wands can be very magnanimous, a natural-born leader, but also that can be flipped into, like I said, a more manipulative type energy. Stoking the ego of the King of Wands or using that magnetism to stoke the ego of others can be a very dangerous proposition. So mastering the King of Wands is the first step. Once you know that your ego is in place, then you can trust the information your heart is giving you. Next, we go to the King of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, the thoughtful king, the strategic king, the one who knows all and sees all. Look at the look in this king's eyes. He's very wise. The reason I use the Good Tarot to demonstrate this spread is because all of the kings and queens are pictured as older characters, meaning that it takes a long time to reach this place of wisdom. From the pages to the knights to the queens to the kings, right? It's an ascension step. The King of Swords has learned discernment. Now, having processed through the lessons of the ego with the King of Wands, mastered those lessons, it's like now you have the ability to see clearly and to know other people's intentions. Now, very smart, very strategic, like I said. Now, the downside of the King of Swords here is that they can often use that mental acuity, once again, to get their own way, or to manipulate other people into mental traps. This king has that ability. All of the kings are masters of their element, though. So the master of the King of Swords here is to be able to see the truth without keeping that as a secret weapon, so to speak. This is the king of clear communication, decision-making, fairness, and ultimate judgment. So by the time you get to the King of Swords, you've learned the discernment it takes to process through the lessons of the ego. Then, and only then, do we get to the King of Cups, the third step in the ascension. The King of Cups is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. A very, very deep, intuitive, and emotional character here. The thing with the King of Cups, once again, being the master of the element, unlike the Queen of Cups, you're not always going to be able to understand what this king, or know what this king is feeling or sensing in any situation. In order to be able to trust your own intuition and act from a place of emotional honesty, it requires the lessons of mastering the ego and discernment. And then you can trust yourself to go with the flow of your own intuition and emotions. Now, if this King of Cups appears externally in your life, this is not a character you want to attempt any kind of emotional manipulation with, or any kind of games. Nothing gets past this character. Deeply, deeply intuitive. Also, the King of Cups on the downside can use that emotional adaptability, that emotional mask, to kind of get other people to open up emotionally. And he just absorbs the information they give him. That can, again, either be used to manipulate or to nurture. The King of Cups is a nurturing energy. So becoming comfortable in the master of your own emotions and intuition is the lesson of the King of Cups. You can now go with the flow, because back here you've learned how to sail your ship. You can't be mentally fooled, nor can your ego be stoked into something that you don't want to do. Then finally, we get to the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Now this is where you can now become the master of your 3D world, because all of this internal energy has been mastered and put into place, and you know the right way to emanate those energies. Then you arrive at the solidness of the King of Pentacles. Look again how wise he looks, how abundant. You can now trust yourself to handle abundance in the real world, because once again, you can't be mentally, emotionally, or manipulated through the ego with the King of Wands. The King of Pentacles can sit solid. Everything that he accumulates, and we're talking about physical energy here with the earth, so practicality, things we can touch, feel, see, hold, taste, all of the senses, with the King of Pentacles. Now, if we haven't mastered these kind of lessons through the King of Fire, the King of Air, the King of Water, then this is on pretty shaky ground. And you don't want to build your empire on shaky ground. So when you're doing this reading for yourself, it's important to take a look realistically at where each of these energies lays in balance to each other. Now, in the Divine Feminine reading, we had a real head and heart war going on between the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Not an uncommon thing. The Swords energy often uses mental sharpness to filter through things that can't be understood with the head, i.e. the emotions. So often you'll find these two at war. Same with the King of Wands and the King of Earth. Oftentimes in readings, especially when I'm doing them for myself, I see a war between the ego and the practicality, the patience, the willingness to invest and allow something to grow. The King of Earth does not want to invest in anything that doesn't take root for a longer term plan. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Like I said, I'll link the Divine Feminine in the description box below. And you can watch the intro because I give a little more information on how this spread works. But I'm going to start off. We're going to do a collective reading. This will both be as a demonstration and as a reading. And then if you choose to do this reading for yourself at home, I highly recommend it near the moon cycles. Definitely. We want to know that our intention and our internal balance is coming from the right place. Because whether we're aware of it or not, we are energetically manifesting using the moon energy. Ooh, my words are very hyper this morning. I'm getting a very hyper energy for Divine Masculine. Interesting. I'll try to hold it back, but let's see what we get. Actually, I'm going to start off here with a Majors Only card, which I did not do for the Divine Feminine, but I'm really feeling that here. Remember, you guys, this is anybody, any sign. I will call out some astrology because that's just what I do. But if this collective reading resonates for you, then there's a message here for you. But again, this is a spread you can use at home if you're learning tarot for yourself. Tarot is best used for self-reflection when we're using it at home, in my opinion. You don't want to try to pick up on the energy of anybody around you at home. That can be very dangerous. It's next to impossible to have the internal neutrality to leave yourself out of a reading when it involves somebody that you are emotionally or otherwise involved with. Tarot at home should be used only for self-reflection. Okay, major only for Divine Masculine, please. What do we have? This will kind of give us the overall energy of Divine Masculine right now. I don't want two, though. I just want one. One major, please, on this for Divine Masculine. Thank you. Oh, interesting. We have the Empress, Divine Feminine energy. All right. So you might be looking to bring in more of a Divine Feminine balance into yourself. That is the ability to sit in patience, the ability to receive without the filter of swords, for instance. Knowing that whatever comes your way, you can transmute into something more beautiful. This could be an external energy. The Empress could be somebody around you right now in that energy, male or female. But the Empress is very receptive, very feminine, and very soft. Okay, let's go to the wisdom of the tarot. How interesting. We have the Emperor and the Empress straight up. This year we have Libra and Aries all over the astrology. Now Aries is ruled by Mars and Libra is ruled by Venus. So we're looking at that balance again. I've been calling this the year of Libra because of all that strong Venus energy. We have, again, Divine Masculine and Feminine. I'm seeing a lot of union come together this year and early next year, whether that's internal or external. Let's go to the wisdom of the Oracle and see what we have, please, for Divine Masculine in the overall energy. What is the overall? All right. Interesting. We have chaos and conflict that came out in flexibility, which to me is self-explanatory. Now on October the 8th, we have Mars going square with Pluto. That astrological contact creates massive change. And that's what that chaos and conflict can be. Now when Venus is activated, Mars is going to be in Libra. There we have Venus and Mars again, as it squares to Capricorn. So this is all about not being too rigid during this time of change and upheaval. Yes, a lot's going to change for you, and it might have to do with this Empress energy. It might have, you might have come into union with somebody or an energy within yourself that kind of threw your plans into chaos and conflict. Of course, with this flexibility card, that's exactly what it's suggesting. That you don't remain too rigid. The Empress coming in as a flexible energy, as opposed to the Emperor who wants everything solid, stable, structured, right? So these two cards kind of very much go along with each other. Remain flexible through this next week of October. A lot's going to change. Community on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Now this Empress could be somebody in your community, in your friend group, someone around you. But this can also be about the idea of creating your own community or your place to belong. Maybe that's what you have your eye on right now. We'll see. All right, I'm going to draw the main energies here. We're going to check in first with the Emperor using the lights here. And we'll see what overall energy this Emperor is sitting in. Remember, this is Divine Masculine. Okay, this is the ability to go out and achieve, conquer, gather, get what you want to get to secure your own empire. Oh, where's my words? We have the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I love this. Very carefully investing and building towards, once again, stability. This you've been working on for quite some time. Now, this could involve an offer that you want to make to somebody else to bring in something stable and solid and worth building. The Emperor and the Empress are certainly capable of building a community. This could be about taking your time to really carefully pay attention to the details. Something's been cultivating over time here with this Emperor. Okay, what else do we have? What's going on for this Emperor? Oh my gosh, you guys. The Two of Cups. Union. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio here. You can see how in the lights here, the Two of Cups, they're hung at equal height. That's that balancing energy of Libra. Libra is the scales. It rules the 7th house of the zodiac, partnership. And this is about a balanced, harmonious partnership. You can see how those 2 cups both contain different colors of liquid, but together they create the rainbow spectrum. All things are possible when union happens, when that balance of divine masculine and feminine falls into place. Emperor and Empress, Knight of Pentacles and 2 of Cups. So you've been really taking your time to cultivate this. Okay. That's too many. We have the 8 of Swords though. So you could be receiving, like, really stuck in your mind in terms of this situation. Let's see. What else do we have, please? The 4 of Cups. More water energy. All right. The 4 of Cups is about whether or not you want to expand something into greater emotional growth. This could be taking, well, yes, a lot of time with that Knight of Pentacles to cultivate. And you could be feeling a little bit antsy, a little bit like, when is this going to happen type energy here. Interestingly enough, with the 4 of Cups and the 2, that's the 6 of Cups. That's a soulmate union. And it's also a return to the belief in the innocence of love. And that could definitely be at play here. Again, I see that you're a little bit uncomfortable with how long this is taking to cultivate. But this flexibility energy is reminding you to remain flexible and a collaborator with the universe. Okay. So the Emperor is getting a little impatient, but still planting seeds and paying attention to the details. Let's go see what's happening with this King of Fire. Remember what I said, Aries, Leo, and Sag. Now this is ego, this is leadership, this is the heart, creativity, and the sex drive. What do we have with the King of Fire? What's going on with this King of Fire energy? Oh, interesting. All right. We have the Knight of Wands. From the Knight to the King of Wands, that's quite a graduation. Now you want to go for something. But when you do, yeah, because Temperance is coming out with it, Sagittarius here. It's like this king in your passion, in your ego, in your heart space, you're tempering that desire to just go in quickly and passionately act upon something. We have the Knight of Pentacles attached to the Emperor. So the wisdom comes from taking your time. And down here, this King of Wands, as much as he wants to be like passionate and go for it and take action, because that's what the King of Wands does, you don't want to be preemptive. And that's why the Temperance is coming in with a lot of wisdom. It takes time to cultivate situations. You can see how he's carefully juggling 2 balls of chi, energy, introducing it slowly, little by little. This kind of passion so as to not cause chaos and conflict in a situation. Now the Knight of Pentacles isn't always cognitive of how where the passion will lead to. It doesn't really matter with this Knight. But it does to the King. I like what I see here. With this Temperance is very important. And interesting how through that patience, holding back that passionate energy, that is how you're ascending to the King of Wands, despite your urge to go in and go for something. That Knight of Pentacles is reminding us that it takes time to build that perfect union with the 2 of Cups. Let's see what else we get. The 10 of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Interesting. The King of Swords, or the King of Swords. I'm sorry, my words are stumbly, you guys. Please bear with me. The energy in this reading is quite hyper, like I said. The 10 of Swords is the end of a long and difficult learning cycle. Swords are our mind and how we learn and how we use our discernment, as we discussed with the King of Swords. This is putting to end a long cycle of perhaps being a little preemptive with your passion, going for things without thinking about it. I know that a lot of people call the Knight of Wands a player. I don't really like that term. I prefer to call him enthusiastic. It's like, well, what is wrong with acting on how I feel with my passion, with my desire? But with this Temperance energy, it looks like you've learned a lot of lessons about not behaving impulsively, about tempering that need to go in with your wand and express your passion. That's come to an end. There could be a restoring of your confidence through this process as well. Looky, who's on the bottom of the deck. The King of Swords, yeah, you've discerned, right? That's why the Ten of Swords is coming up with that King of Wands. The King of Swords knows you've got to use discernment. You've got to use your mind to filter that passion to say, well, get the perspective. If I go in with that kind of energy, where is it going to lead, right? So you put that to an end, and you now understand that it takes tempering of the passions in order to get to what you actually want, which is this Two of Cups. So let's check out the King. I like what, oh right, I didn't even get to finish the question. The King of Swords here, interesting. Now we have the Three of Cups. So we have the 2, the 3, the King of Swords is holding the 3, and the 4 of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups is what happens when those 2 cups come together. When they share the emotions, imagination, generosity, and nurturing that goes into the 2 of Cups, it creates a 3rd cup. And that 3rd cup is known as the relationship. This is when the relationship comes together. The strategist of the King of Swords here is making plans. I see that. And it could have to do with this flexibility energy, because air energy is very flexible, of course, being air, kind of just floating through and going with the flow of things, right? Now we get the Emperor again. Wow. Another energy of divine masculine. So this is very strategic, this masculine energy. And it's interesting I say that, because this Emperor, you can see how he's holding a chess piece. Once again, we have a nod to the horned animals. Aries, Taurus, and Capricorn. Again, cultivating what you want for your empire and being very strategic about that. And it might be this Empress that you want. So the King of Swords has made a decision here in your mental space. You already know what you want. And being very wise about how you pursue that. All right. Interesting. We had the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Wands come out for that. Very similar energy to the King of Wands, all right? Because here we have the Knight of Wands and we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is communication. So with this King of Swords, you might want to send out a message here towards there's probably this Empress energy about plans of coming together, right? Now, look at, we have the Two of Pentacles attached to that. Over with the King of Wands, we have the Temperance. More playing with energy, more juggling the chi. More patience and waiting for just the right time. Again, there could be a rebalancing happening in your life. After this chaos and conflict energy, you might be trying to find a new balance to come from. Of course, Emperor wants to approach with balanced energy. And that is what you're doing. Very impressive, my friend. Okay. Whether, again, this could be internal or external. I always read it external because it makes the reading a little easier to follow. This Two of Pentacles is about working with what you've got for now, and also being patient until you find rebalancing energy. Before proceeding and sending messages with this Page of Wands about what you want to create, the Emperor is being very, very wise in handling this situation. You've certainly identified a partner here with the Empress. Look at you guys, 6 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Remember I said the 4 of Cups and the 2 of Cups? We have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups takes us back to a time in life before we were cynical about love, before we knew that it could lead to pain. It's the unfettered belief in expressing how we feel. And also, it could be a soulmate type connection with the Emperor and the Empress. This could be something that's been with you energetically always. Let's check in with the King of Water. Where is the emotions at? How do you feel right now, Divine Masculine? What's going on with this King of Cups? Oh my goodness. The Ace of Cups. How beautiful for this king to have. What I'm loving so far, does the King of Swords have... No, the King of Swords is missing his own element. The King of Wands has it right now. But the King of Cups here with his own element. Beautiful, wanting to have an emotional new beginning, wanting to invite in this brand new opportunity for emotional fulfillment. That could be the cup, right? That brings these two together. Why is the Ace of Cups here? Now, the Ace of Cups comes in as an energetic offering from the universe. It is the beginning of something big. But it takes cultivating. It takes the confidence to grab hold of that opportunity with the Ace, turn it into the two, bring it down and actually make a physical offering out of it. Why is the Ace of Cups here with the King of Cups? Okay, they fell on my lap, so we'll wait. Why is the Ace of Cups here for the King of Cups? Thank you. Oh, wow. The Tower and the World. Two major arcana in the emotional body for the King here. The World is the completion of a cycle. You can see how it works in a loop, though. So we could be looking at a cycle once again in your life that has come to an end, and it's time for a new beginning. It could be a cycle within this existing relationship, if this is somebody you already know, or it's just referring to an end to that kind of in and out energy of the Knight of Wands. Now you've mastered that. Temperance to the King of Wands. The World could also point at opening up your energy in a whole other direction. In other words, expanding it outward into the world. Whoever you're dealing with here could be living at a distance. You might have some travel planned with this Ace of Cups. We have the Tower, Aries energy, and also Scorpio. But for me, Aquarius too, because it brings about sudden change. And we have that chaos and conflict here. So with this Ace of Cups, it's like this changes everything. It wipes away anything that wasn't, by comparison, working out in your life. The Tower is something we manifest in energetically at some point when we're praying to the universe for help. Down the road, in comes the Tower to clear the decks for you. Sometimes we forget that's what we manifested, and it takes us by surprise. But the Tower always behaves in our favor. And that does put to end a certain cycle in your life and makes the space emotionally for something brand new and beautiful to come in. Remember when I said the King of Cups is the master of emotion? This is a good demonstration of that. You can see how the magic lays between her own hands. Whatever, it's up to you what you want to turn this Ace into. And up here, I see that you want to turn that into the Two of Cups, which is a beautiful step to take. So this chaos and conflict and needing to remain flexible through a lot of change is really teaching you patience and balance. It could be that this Tower that came in, that made way for the possibility of a brand new beginning in love, is what you're kind of adjusting from as well. I'm liking what I see for the King of Cups. It's a very good way to handle chaos and conflict. Let's go to the King of Pentacles. Mr. Earth energy here. How is your physical world? How is your money? How is your comfort level? How is your possessions and your security? All right. The Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. Isn't this interesting? Because we're getting a lot of their own elements below these kings. The Page of Pentacles is starting on something new. It's not brand new. We already have you planting seeds with the Knight back here, right? Now the Page is investigation. It's curiosity. It's learning something new. So there could be a process of rebuilding here for this King of Pentacles in terms of your finances, your security, and your stability. You might want to talk to somebody about building this security for sure. But right now what I have you doing is really focused on what you need to do to shore up your physical world. Absolutely, with the Nine of Wands, fire energy. The Nine of Wands is a very perseverant energy. It's about having walked a long and difficult path. My friend, you've been fighting this for a while for sure. And this is a pause for a moment. Until you locate your own passion, you can see how the fire is burning on this wand. To take that one more step. You are almost there towards whatever your goal is. This is the wounded warrior. You've been through a lot. And it requires the heart and the passion of this wand right there, coming at the hands of the King of Wands. to fuel your next step. But it's only one more till you get to the completion energy of achievement, the 10 of Wands. And this has to do with what you're building. So let's go to the Tattoo Tarot. I'm going to get a couple of more cards here because I do want to get some more clarity. Let's see what this Tower is. This chaos and conflict that comes to an end. Interesting, we have the Three of Wands. More fire energy. The Three of Wands is about framing your future with positive expectancy. And it's like what you see, what you've been waiting for, you're now ready to take sudden action towards. You've had your eye on it for a while. This is your goal. The King of Cups involved here is your emotional energy is already invested out into your future. You've been holding on to that dream for quite some time, and now with the Tower, I'm thinking this Empress is at a distance from you. And now with the Tower, it's time to take action, because in comes the Ace of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so no more waiting for the emotions, no more waiting for the feelings. It's like, that's enough. I'm tired of standing back, dreaming, wishing, hoping. I want to have this new beginning in love, and the King of Cups can handle it. Let's see what this Nine of Wands is about for the, I'm spotting a little trouble here. Aha. The 10 of Wands. I knew it. The 10 of Wands is the completion. It's having walked every necessary step along your path to complete a series of lessons in order for you to get to your next step. The Nine of Wands, this is your last step. You've been working on this for quite some time. And whatever message you want to send out or offer you want to give to this Empress energy with the Two of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, you've been cultivating this. Perhaps there's been a lot of chaos and conflict in your world, and that's why you're having to be patient and use what's available to you at the moment. Hence that flexibility energy. Interesting. Let's see what this message is going to be. What is this message the King of Swords wants to send out with the Emperor? This could have to do with your strategy. Oh, it does. Interesting. We get the Empress again. Now we have the Emperor and the Empress underneath the King of Swords. And we have the Eight of Coins, the Eight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. The Eight of Pentacles is about patience. It's about diligence and hard work and effort and getting things just right. Really taking your time to cultivate the picture you want to build. Interesting that it comes up here with the Two of Pentacles, because put together, that's the 10 of Pentacles. Something that's built to last forever. Something solid, stable, structured. This could have to do with work and finance as well. But it's literally the two heads are better than one going on here. We have the Emperor, the Empress, and the Three of Cups. All underneath the King of Strategy. This is what you want. This is what you're building. And you're using that mental discernment, wisdom, and acuity of the King of Swords to do so. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Although, like I said, there is a little patience here while your strategy unfolds. So our King of Swords is in very good shape right now. It is like this plan, it definitely involves the Empress, and it definitely involves building a lasting structure, home, legacy, family, career, the whole picture, really. Let's see what this Ten of Swords, Knight of Wands is about. Because this has to do with, like I said, taking passion without integrity. For the king, we have the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. As I'm clarifying the King of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very, very sexy and magnetic character. You may have a lot of attraction for whoever this is. So you do not want to approach with that level of passion. Eight of Swords, Knight of Swords. Wow, lots of swords energy underneath of this King of Wands. So you've learned some lessons about your ego and behaving in that sense. Just going out there for the passion, no matter where it goes. the Knight of Swords and Eight of Swords. You want to come in, though, really quickly explain to this Empress energy that you've learned some lessons when it comes to impulsive behavior, that you've learned some lessons about your wand guiding your way. You know what I mean. And that now with this Temperance energy, you understand how to balance your ego, how to balance your passion. Okay. Where's the trouble? Where's the trouble? I still want more on the King of Pentacles. Why? What else can you tell us? Because we have you almost there to the completion of what it is that you want to create. That's way too many. What else can you tell us about this King of Pentacles? The Nine of Wands again. All right. You're just taking a pause. You're resting. You're kind of looking at what you've built, where you've come from, the road you've walked so far, and like catching your breath. The only thing missing here is the Ace of Pentacles. I have a feeling it's going to come out though, or the Ace of Wands, because we have the Nine of Wands twice, and what you want to do is get to this 10. Whatever it is that you're bringing in, it could be an offer, could be something physical and tangible that you want to offer out to this Empress that you've been working on for quite a while. And that's going to finally bring the completion of what you've been working on. Let's get one more. What is it that you've been working on? Oh, wow. We have the Chariot. Cancer's major arcana. Travel? The Chariot is also about getting control of your own emotions and your own predilections. Usually pulling the Chariot, there is a dark horse and a light horse. This is about unifying all the sides of yourself so that you can go in the direction you want to go. And interestingly enough, whoever drives the Chariot is the Emperor, because that's where you've learned how to do what's best for you in order to get what you want. So this, again, could involve travel. It could involve a journey. Okay. Let's see the Four of Cups. That's the last one I'll do. What are you waiting for? What is this Four of Cups? Oh, the Devil and the Five of Pentacles. The cards almost all fell on my lap. All right. The Devil is Capricorn's major arcana. This can be fear, it can be doubt, it can be toxic cycles that repeat themselves. It can be holding on too hard for control. It can be addictions, anything that keeps you from being able to manifest in your highest wish. It can be about the lessons that we've learned too. It's Saturn energy. So it's about what constricts us and what holds us back. Four of Cups is their fear. The Five of Coins. This could have to do with a lack mentality, with believing that you'll never be able to build what it is that you're working on. But you're at the Nine of Wands. You've almost built it. I see that it's taking a long time with the Knight of Pentacles, but that's because anything worth having takes time to build. We all know this. Anything that's a flash in the pan is going to burn out. And that's what you're saying you've learned here with this Knight of Wands. The Five of Coins is a lack mentality. It's a mindset that believes you'll never have enough to achieve what you want to achieve. And with the Devil, again, there could be fear around that. Allowing that to hold you back from this Two of Cups. Could be a financial constraint. If there's travel associated with where you want to go, yeah, there's that Ace of Cups again. Look how beautiful this is in the Tattoo Tarot. Every one of these cards in the major is designed by a different tattoo artist. They're beautiful cards. Anyway, the Ace of Cups carries up from the King of Cups. And there it is. That's what's preventing it. Three of Wands. That's why you're like, how can I do this? I do not have the finances, the security. But over here with the King of Pentacles, it's saying that you do. That Page of Pentacles is the final step. And looky who's on the bottom. The Ace of Wands. I knew it. The Ace of Wands is the impetus that we need to take that final step no matter how tired we are. It's that heart chakra. It's the imagination and the passion being fired up. Again, a beautiful card in the Tattoo Tarot. Remember when I said the Nine of Wands? All you need is that one more push. That's the wand that she's holding. You're going to go for it. It's just that there's a little bit of a pause because you're kind of recovering from a lot of chaos and conflict in your life. This is saying that you have to remain flexible right now. But there is this devil energy of fear coming in. Fear that you won't make it, fear that you won't have enough, fear that it's not going to work, something like that. Let's get some advice here for Divine Masculine. What's some advice we can give Divine Masculine in this situation? The 8 of Wands. Incredible. We have the 8, 9, and 10 of Wands. We have the 2, 3, and 4 of Cups. Lots of climbing energy here. The 8 of Wands is about fast action. It's about communication. It's about getting things going. It's like when that fire, that dam that's holding back all your passion bursts open and you can just fly through. Lots of communication, lots of talk, lots of action taking place. In the advice, it's saying, you know, don't worry so much about where this is going because you've already planted a lot of seeds to get there. The 9 of Swords, but you're worried about how fast this is going, about what it's going to take, what you're going to say, where it's going to go. The 9 of Swords definitely belongs to this King of Fire again. If you take action on it, what could happen? This is trying to predetermine the outcome of things that you can't see yet. You're really stressing out about taking this action or having this communication. And we have the Queen of Pentacles now. We have the Emperor and the Empress twice. The King and Queen of Wands and the King and Queen of Pentacles, who do what? Build that 10 of Pentacles that we saw. That empire. So you're stressing about this Queen of Coins. Commitment. The 5 of Cups and the Ace of Wands. All right. Interesting. Okay. So back here we have the 3 of Cups associated with what you're thinking about, the King of Swords, right? You're thinking about this Empress and you are missing her or him. But the 5 of Cups is about looking at what's been lost and what can still be gained. Oftentimes depicted in tarot as a character, a hooded character whose back is to 2 of Cups. While they mourn the loss of the 3 of Cups, the happiness, the joy, the celebration, the coming together. But what is missing? The 2 of Cups up here. So you're missing this the Queen of Coins, Empress energy, and there's that Ace of Wands coming in again. And that is what impulses you to finally take action and complete this cycle you've been working on for quite some time. Then the Chariot can get moving. So what it's saying here is get out of your own mind. The Queen of Coins is coming in as a perfect partner to the Emperor because you're both accompanied by the Emperor and the Empress. What you can build together is extraordinary, lasting, grounded, and based on passion. It's the longing, the missing, and the wanting that is causing you to take action with this Chariot. The cards are saying get out of your mind and get going. We have the World on the bottom of the tattoo deck. Gorgeous card. Again, a distance, but also the completion of a cycle. So the only place I see a little bit of danger taking place is here with the King of Swords, maybe overly strategizing, and here with the King of Pentacles not trusting passion. Can passion lead to something grounded, lasting, and rooted? There's a lot changing in your world right now. We have the Tower, the Devil. There's a lot of things that were holding you back that aren't anymore. So now it's about finding that level ground. And when you make that wish on the new moon in Libra, the 7th house, the house of divine partnership and balance, it's important to keep all that in mind. All right. Let's close this off with some Star Codes Astro Oracles. Any astrological energy influencing divine masculine right now? What do we have? Wow, all right. Taurus, I love it. Earth energy, cultivate. Exactly. That's what I was talking about with the earth, right? You have been working at this for a long time. You've been cultivating it. Also, Taurus is the Empress energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus. You could have Taurus strongly in your chart. But Taurus is about building things that are beautiful, but only if they can grow and last and be cultivated. Midheaven, the pinnacle. That's the Tower energy coming in there. Things are reaching that point. This is the juncture, the turning point in this situation. And that's why the Tower is coming in. Okay, what else do we have? We have the trine or sextile, the symbiosis. When planets are in trine or sextile to each other, they bring each other strength. They work symbiotically with each other to grow, to create a more whole energy, which is exactly what the Emperor and the Empress do. And we have the Ceres, very Virgoian type energy, but nurturing, again, cultivating. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Venus herself, Libra and Taurus's ruling planet. This does have to do with cultivating a harmonious empire for yourself, one that's balanced and one that comes with true partnership. Okay, I will finally close it off with a couple of cards from the Lover's Oracle. Whew, seems I found my words. It took me a while, you guys. I'm so sorry. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. A lot of patience required in this situation. Okay, but you know it's time to take action. I saw that. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Yeah, I would too with this King of Cups, Ace of Cups. That's very solid energy to be in. Okay, one more. Close your eyes and tell yourself you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life, regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Divine Masculine. That's what I was talking about. With the Devil, the 5 of Coins, and the 4 of Cups. You're allowing your present circumstances to make you believe that you can't have joy. And it's giving you that kind of feeling of this 4 of Cups. But it leads right into the 2 of Cups. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. The 9 of Swords. Remember, we saw that in your advice. There's a lot of concern and stress around what you're trying to build and your ability to bring it together. But what this is saying is you most certainly can. In fact, it's already present in your energy. So the Emperor here is about taking control of a mindset and also perhaps a pattern in your life of lack, of want, and embracing the possibility. We have Venus on the bottom of the deck after all. All right, you guys, that's what I have. I could go, you know me, I could read for hours, but that's where I'm going to leave it today for Divine Masculine energy. Don't forget about that new moon coming up on I think it's the 14th of October. New moon in Libra, a huge time to manifest partnership. All right, my friends, you take care through this. I hope this helps. If you try this at home, let me know how it goes. I'm very interested. I use it a lot on myself. I'll see you very soon, my friends. Bye for now.